And Harvard Library. There's no electricity in my apartment. I don't have money for food. I'm a victim of a hate crime, theft, genocide, abuse, sexual harassment, rape, sexual assault. Mostly everyone in my family of origin is stupid. They're rapists, murderers, and thieves. They steal my money. They stay in my homes without my permission. I steal my vehicles. They get in the way of me receiving money, and they're worse than hillbilly son. They were saying, full. Jaden and Kaylani have been separated from me since 2016. I was raised back then, and I was self-employed, and I haven't been able to achieve financial stability just yet. It's obvious that mostly everyone in my family of origin is stealing from me. Creo que me sacamos. Pero again later. What else? I just posted on Facebook this morning. What else? There's the marketplace. Some people claim that, and that's their specialty. I like it. I'm gonna read this just for fun too. What else? Today is my second day of posting Healthy-ish on Facebook. I no longer plan to post the pictures or the messages of the people that abuse me, which is mostly everyone in my family of origin, my relatives, their neighbors, or colleagues from, unless it's absolutely necessary. I don't foresee that happening. I will share those posts possibly like once a year. What else? What else? Just for follow-up with the FBI for the most part. I tagged the FBI in this post, Interpol, NATO, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Air Force in the United States, the International Criminal Court, and the U.S. Army. You can give me money in person through PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky Designs Go. Lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art Shop, INTAYIAFAY, Tire Shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/Arlene-Acevedo. It's slow, however very promising. What else? I'm asking only. So far, at least one person that raped me in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. I've reported the others to the FBI. I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that has raped me in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, not jail time, ideally. So if it's left up to me and you're watching this, yes, Department of Justice or whoever is prosecuting them, if prosecuting them for abusing me, taking me, I prefer the death penalty for the people that have abused me over jail time. What else? One person's watching, they don't like this post. I ate a slice of bread. I ate a spoonful of peanut butter and chocolate pudding this morning. Not my ideal breakfast. I would order First Watch from Uber Eats. Do they deliver here? I know La Madeleine does. What else? So far, so good with my Facebook post too. Positivity, right? Positivity. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I have my phone charging and my bag in a different area. There's no electrical outlet near this table. And this is where I want to sit for now. Not at a high up chair. I have moods that I sustain for myself of where do I want to sit at the library. And ideally, I hate like having to depend on being at a place where I need to plug in my phone and not sit freely. But I've done that already other times. So I'm not upset at my current situation as I didn't cause it for myself or for Jane and Mommy. I didn't text good morning to Jane and Mommy just yet. Why do I have to Uber? Oof, frozen. Has ordered those and left it all in the to show anger. I've heard some people are like, whatever, I just ordered the frozen ones. I want a home so much. And I'm homeless, then how can I explain to people that I want a home so much? It's a Target, and I literally held till the sun forever. Really good. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? KFC has chicken and waffles. That's interesting. First watch delivers to my apartment. What else? 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 Searching the address here. I finished this so early this morning. Now that I have peace, I didn't even wake up like with my ha 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 towards the library. Laughing at the people that steal from me. That stay in my homes without my permission have tried to rape me, Jade and Kimani. I woke up and I finished a puzzle this morning. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'll change the address on this to Carver Library. Who's gifting me money? What else? What else? Oh, this is fun. You can give me money for me to pay my electricity bill. I think that I have to pay $25 to get my electricity reconnected in my apartment. I miss having hot water. What else? 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 Accept this. What else do I play some music on Tumblr? What else? What else? What else? What else? Do I want potatoes or waffle? From first lunch. And they're open until like what 2? I like this place a lot. What else? Oh, change the address to Carver Library. Set up the address of my apartment. This is like all over the place. I clicked on the dish. The traditional breakfast: potatoes, eggs, bacon, and toast. I don't I order for on the side always. What else? 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 I'm bored. I miss Data. I miss Game Lonely, my first watch companions. So lovely. Kaylani, I love you. You're so mature in that age form. I almost forgot that you can handle a. What is it? A mint to go down your esophagus. What else? What else? What else? What else? I was extremely abused and stressed there. So my apologies, Vivicita. If that wasn't me being reckless towards you, I would never. I would never. So I'm seeking the death penalty for other people that were amygdala or first base causing stress during those days. And all Edgar's family that were causing me stress during those days. Those leeches that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money, that stay in my homes without my permission, and steal my vehicles. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. Harvard Library. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. So, a waffle with a banana. How do I order that extra? Maybe I won't be able to. There's some limitations. With online ordering, I think I ordered mashed potatoes. I did a sub of instead of rice, mashed potatoes at Stoneworks. And it wasn't fulfilled. Maybe I was stressed out placing the order and accidentally deleted the no or order from a different tab. That's happened sometimes. I have two tabs open for some reason. What else? However, I've never been disappointed in person with substituting food one for the other. So it's bound to happen. I've heard that they want to process that order to go out so quickly to the customer that they're like no subs. So that's understandable. I gotta know how long the mashed potatoes would have taken to be completed and then added to that dish. And maybe while in the restaurant, one is just ordering more water. Or I don't order drinks. I know sometimes if they say like it's gonna take a little bit longer, I'm like, well, I'll get an appetizer while I wait. Or yeah, that's fine. I'll wait. What else? 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 So just a waffle, but what side of fruit then? I'm bored. And coffee and water. Well, that opens. This internet is so slow. I miss you, Comcast. I miss you. What is this? For internet. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I missed you. What is the chimichanga? And I only know this is what else? Oh, I found the omelets is so good. I think I found the words. Or is it egg yolk that gets the words? Like I heard him say the words. Possibly, maybe that would give me. What else? Because there has to be that's so good at me at home. Maybe not with you suddenly. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Love the $1 million bake. That's what people that are stupid call me. It is just my home and it's for literally pads and toilet paper. Okay, my period is coming up soon. I should add like a little pouch that I have with pads to my bag so people know when I can get it. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Heading over to Catholic Charities soon to establish that the value for money for food and seeking the death penalty. For everyone that steals my money, everyone that gets involved in receiving money, everyone that steals my vehicles, everyone that stays in my homes without my permission. So that's more money for toilet paper, most likely. Or a Dollar Tree. I'm browsing on the other window. What else? What else? What else? And you're still stuck on seeing the bacon. What else? What else? What else? I was staying in a skin mini home shop H&M today. Anyways, if anything, my second cousins went on to show why I didn't think them. They're abusers. They're stupid. They wanted to create a fairy tale. Like I didn't date them because my mother got in the way. They're stupid. They're stupid. They finally abused me for the past, what, 40 almost years. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're raping us for my money and getting away with nursing money. They're making a mockery of what Tony and Maria is. They're making a mockery out of me because I'm very much successful. So they steal my money, so I look poor and whining and crying como si fuera un bebé en Somalia que tiene hambre y no tuvo abuela. Literally, that's how they speak. And they think that I'm going to take them on a date. They're stupid. They're stupid. Well, he's been getting his dick wet in places that are disgusting too. Never, boy, never. Ojalá te mueras. Ew, 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 ew. Anyways, I'm doing great. I'm not posting all the on Facebook. Anyways, that's what I have right now. You can give me money. Put it in my bank account. Number. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? More. There's my PayPal account. Anyways, I had my first full day yesterday of not bringing up the names of the people that abused me on Facebook. So that's huge. But I knew I would get there. It's like I won't shut up when I'm silenced by Alicia Seals from me on Facebook. It's like, Leech, go away, mátate si quieres, vete, métete en un boquete, burn yourself alive si quieres, or you won't hurt anyone else. Was my reaction towards those leeches of adult age that were telling me to shut up on Facebook or through Messenger or through Gmail or through, what is it? The contact form of my website, leonlorenzoart.com. That I've been to. I'm excited about that. Want to expose their pimp because their pimp is going to kill them, hopefully, for not doing a good job at silencing me so that I wouldn't show his picture. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and it's the sons that raped me to steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. Anyways, when I'm financially stable, I plan to stitch again and share my work on my website. What else? I'm bored. What else? What am I doing with my work? A side of fruit with my waffle. Listed there without I don't know, maybe that they use for smoothies or for the kids' meals or the Nervia dish. That has banana. Oh, the kids' granola bowl has banana in it. It's nice avocado. Not with the. So I guess the cup of fruit with the coffee there. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. You can decapitate everyone that steals from me, that gets in the way of me receiving money. You can decapitate everyone that steals my vehicles. You can decapitate everyone that steals from me in my home. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. For someone without a grandmother, I suffer being very perfect with parents. What else? 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 One of them is doing something. What else? Projects and like someone will have Where's the premium option? Is it what is some of the premiums? So is there water here? Sometimes one can add a note and they'll send tap water. What is the good morning? That sounds amazing too. What butter do they use? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Because the water just sit here. But now financially stable, plan to travel to Bali and meet people with yoga later this month. I'm excited about that. So there's no water listed here. I love watching tall people. Oh, this clippers. What do I do? Okay, what's the word? If there's this. What else? What else? I'm heading to Catholic Charity soon. What else? What picture will I take today? Maybe downtown. Or maybe I'll look through one of my old pictures that I have on Facebook. And so many other pictures. Save in hard drives and remote. In my cloud. What else? What else? What else? What else? I really don't want to. Hit up to get my film that you get the gist of order food for myself. What else? Go through Instagram. What is original cooking? My apologies if you receive a duplicate of this. I have multiple Instagram accounts. So I may have already something I don't really pain. I shared this yesterday. I got it done. Malo que me pasa a mí se convierte en ayuda para otras personas. That's Sunday a veces porque la gente tiene una mala costumbre de esperar y decir, bueno, no hay gente tan abusada como ella. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So instead of progress, mostly everyone in my family avoids and causes this one to one para que yo me vea pobre, para que salga la gente a las parceras y me dejen vestir. They get treated as less than by my family order. This is stupid. So it's so usually no anywhere else they come up like novels. So qué vestido ni qué vestido de parte de nosotros la persona y tu familia la que nos va a gustar. Acá hoy en día. De ninguna manera, mira, parió un bebé. Mira, me están jodiendo la vida. No es tecatería full. Like it's scary for a lot of people there that how gross my family origin is for the most part. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? This is so lovely. I'm reading this. que si no son copycats, se puede completar en línea. Porque cuántas veces me han visto completar solicitudes ya y no salió alguien de la computadora a decirme, no, tú no tuviste abuelas o tú no tienes. Rate me and feels my money. Some people don't get to the business office simply because Carlito literally works there or has someone that works there to stress a person so that the person doesn't seek help for him to continue raping the person, making that person dependent on him. Pero no siendo la penalty for all of Benjamin Suarez's sons, all his Carlitos that rape me, steal my money, and get in the way of me receiving money. They're embarrassing. What else? 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 I'm born. What else? So let I copy and paste this. That message. Send the GoFundMe campaign to people through Instagram. Anyways, this is my second full day of not posting about the people that abuse me on Facebook. I'm excited. How about this for positivity, right? How about this for positivity, gente? How about this for positivity? My financially stable plan to delete all of those Facebook accounts that say that it's friends who aren't friends and friends only. With any of those people in those pictures or profiles, either post or leave my profile public, or I'll actually have people that I'm compatible. What else? What else? What else? Yesterday was my full day of posting healthy-ish. On Facebook, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I knew this day would happen. It's just a matter of I decide when to stop blaming everyone that steals from me, JJ. What else? What else? What else? This is a great day in history. Was there more than nothing? Me as a victim of theft or domestic violence or rape. I don't know. What is the police station for? After me having filed a report a few days, and he's not the victim. Well, because some people sadly go on possibly to does he? That has to be embarrassing. Does he laugh because someone has faked my account and he posted on meetings? It's like, look at what they do. They fake me everywhere. And I'm like, I'm not the first. And then I'm like, I have a police officer right here, guys. I replied in that manner, but what am I gonna be like? Listen, Leech, get a life. What else? What else? What else? So I'm not going to jail, right, officer? Whatever. This was just me saying I'm just gonna reply whatever. Like there's resources, and then showing it to you all that they fake to be her. And she's begging me to buy her food. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. I feel like that's the worst case scenario. That my family of origin fakes leaving and talks about me. Anyways, this is my second full day of positivity on Facebook, where I'm not blaming the people that still currently are staying in my homes without my permission. What else? What else? I knew this day would happen. What else? I'm bored. When do I have voted for? What I voted to message manager. I'm very proud. What else? I'm just taking this through. So I'm really not sure. And that's usually it's like a really good. A lot of people think of salespersons as a leader process or something like emotion. Giving me a hard time because she's amazing. She's helping you. And they're like, they gave me the time. I'm just gonna go and be miserable. And then they would like usually everyone my family will do this the same pattern or we're not. I'm like, okay, go be your after a perception. What else? What else? I already said this. This is a big what? What else? What else? What else? This is fun. I want to read this. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? There's vintage stars. No way. What else? What else? What else? What else? I want to make it to Rebecca Mingo's. Do they still host those in New York? What else? What? I'm bored. 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 What's 79? What else? What else? What else? Still wrong. So what I want to go to. Learning if you don't know. What's that smart? What else? Is this thing on eBay? That's great. I would buy it just because it's friendly and just work around the color. What else? look at the interior of it. Shows like the age of the person. It's on it. What else? What else? What else? No, or something. What else? I'm sending like a bunch of things to people to Instagram. So I had it. To have two charities. What I have students. What else? What else? What else? 48 and the next deposit is May 20th. That's May 8th. This is how some people in my family of origin tried to rate. They're like, múdate conmigo hasta el 25. En lo que te depositan los cupones otra vez, ya con esos $48. Te compras 2 o 3 pancakes. And you won't be a bother to me porque you're buying your snacks at least. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. What else? It's my second day of positivity, and it's my second day of positivity. Where I will mention the names of the people that abuse me, that steal from me, that get in the way of me receiving money and steal my vehicles and steal my homes. What else? What else? I knew this day would happen. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. But I'm financially stable, planning to travel with 910 people. I do have the money. I'm excited about that. What else? What else? What else? What else? More. Being so productive today, so we have to find it with you to people to concern out of my big place. Two. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm born. That's my age. Interesting. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? My computer's starting off and stuff. I'm about to turn off because I'm heading over to Catholic Charities to get a registered thing. I mean, well, I have over to meter. So, anyways, today is my first day of posting. Oh, my second day of posting on Facebook. Healthy-ish. People steal my money and stay in my house without my permission. Isn't this awesome to me? I'm gonna take a picture of my day-to-day of working. What else? 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 I took that picture of yesterday. So much to do. So much time. What else? This is a picture that I had on my phone a while ago. This church. This discrepancy recently. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, that mother was rehabilitated. When people have been warned incredibly to make it public that I visited that church. So that the people that steal from me, sometimes they're like, I was there yesterday. Me too. Well, she was there before, like, no, you weren't. You were with me shopping in the Frost Tower. You haven't seen just yet. At least not in that picture that you took and say I was there yesterday with her. Look at this picture. I was there with her yesterday. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'll order food for myself. Maybe check what's the best place there. We'll take a pictures. What else? I'll go over to Catholic Charities over on Sarsamora. And then I'll continue working on this. I'm gonna read this. Later take a picture, but this is gonna be my code switch for home. What else? And I didn't want listen to the radio. Oh, that's advice. I love this apartment therapy. I love this. Not my choice because I love a good Viking. I hate all of them. I live in an area that's prone to a lot of